So I decided to check out this new Netflix show called Kitti Katz. Yes, that's how it's spelled. I figured it would be something fun and casual to watch while I was working on a bunch of other video scripts with no obligation to try and make a video out of it. Then I found out the main character's name is Tabitha, and I realized I'd made a mistake because this show was wild, though that should have occurred to me a few seconds into the episode. Wow, you know, some shows hit the ground running, and some hit the ground running, trip and fall down a mountain even faster than their legs could carry them. First, there's the fight scene, which feels like it's just a tad slower than it should be, and then there's the reveal of what the demon dogs look like.
I'm guessing demons!
I'll be real, my first guess would have been plastic. So we begin with a flash forward. That most classic of tropes meant to give the audience a peek of the action to come so they don't get bored and leave during the setup because something attention spans. Also, it's extremely clear that this is literally the girls' first fight and they have no idea what powers they're actually capable of. I know one of them has a spin attack and one has a jumping attack. I have no idea what Ruby can do. Let's go to the real beginning of the episode and see how we got here. We start off in the beginning of the day with the MC.
Good morning, Tabitha.
Okay, maybe it's because this is a cat focus show, and I'm sorry to all my audience members named Tabitha, which according to my calculations is statistically about 2.2 people. But Tabitha seems like the most cat name ever. In that vein, I'm gonna call her Tabby.
That's what I said. Tabs! She does that to everyone, shortens their name.
Now I'm gonna stick with Tabby. Tabby's the new girl in school, having moved in with her aunt from the farm she used to live in while her parents are walking out of the country.
It was a wind farm!
Her aunt is a coach in the new school and has a pet cat named Cleo who keeps sneaking out. My family had a dog named Cleo. You know, it's weird, I'm sure I've seen this combination of tights and shorts in other animated properties, but an example escapes me. Does this style have an official name? Her aunt gives her advice on how to introduce herself to her classmates.
Hi, I'm Tabitha. The new girl? Glad to meet you. Perfect!
Cut to her establishing herself as the weird girl by introducing herself to everyone in the weirdest way possible.
Hi, I'm Tabitha. The new girl. Glad to meet you. Hi, I'm Tabitha. The girl new. The new girl. Glad to meet you.
And we finally get to meet the other important characters in the show. Kiya, the green Power Ranger, ZAMI, the blue Power Ranger, and of course, Rita Repulsa, or as she's known in the show, Charity. Now, Kiya's character is, well, she insists on giving everyone nicknames. ZAMI is a tech nerd who has a crush on this guy named Cisco. Don't ask me to describe Cisco. And Charity is the most important character in the episode. I'm serious, she's also the most confusing. It's like she knows she's the mean girl in a kid's cartoon, and so she decided to just go out of her way and above and beyond what was required to spend the day tormenting the new girl for no discernible reason beyond she used to live on a farm. And it's this drive that basically kickstarts the plot in the most fast-paced 3 minutes I've seen in a while. During their field trip to the museum, she just gets so offended that Tabby is having fun with two girls we've already established she doesn't even like, so she drags her into a restricted area and starts berating her for laughing, I guess. There is only one person who tells funny stories in this school, and it's me. Then, after a magic glow seems to trigger her, she just rips a gem off a sarcophagus and walks away, in full view of the protagonists too, who act like they didn't just see their evidently crazy classmate commit vandalism and steal a gemstone that could be worth who knows how much. And then, as if to overcompensate for that lack of reaction, all the other gems on the sarcophagus just fly off and begin releasing spirit cats that proceed to escape out the conveniently broken window in this restricted room of the library. Then, before you can fully ask what the hell that was, a ghost Catwoman floats out of the sarcophagus, and I will tell you nothing about this character. Not the frankly hilarious way she just bestows power to literally the first 3 people she sees, not the way she's presented with somehow even more overacted and exaggerated moments and lines than the rest of the cast, not even the things I know the internet will do to her if this show ever becomes popular enough to be noticed, because, well, look at her. None of that confuses me so much as the fact that her name is Mia. Her arch enemy's name is Anubia, but they couldn't base her name off either Sekhmet or Bastet? Or is there a third Egyptian cat goddess that's named something that could be transformed into Mia? Like really, it's right there, it's super obvious and they just didn't do it and I don't know why. Also, she calls Charity a demon and I genuinely can't tell if that's exaggeration or foreshadowing. Anyway, she explains her backstory, tells the girls they have to do her job now, gives them necklaces that turns them into cats, names them Sapphire Kitty, Emerald Kitty and Ruby Kitty, and then floats back into her resting place like she didn't just upend their lives and everything. I mean, I suppose that's more effort than you'd normally expect from a dead person, but still.
Why'd she give us kitty names?
Ruby Kitty looks so stoned in this shot. As the last 3 minutes are sinking into the audience's mind, the demon dogs from the opening come slinking out of the corner as if they'd been waiting there on cue for like it was a play and chase them out. Unfortunately, humans can't understand cats, so they can't get back on the bus. Though that's probably fortunate for them, who knows how everyone would react to this. When Cisco offers to go look for them, wait, he does something? Anyway, Charity tells the teacher to not bother because she saw them all leave to go get smoothies at the mall.
Those three will be in detention for a month. Now, come on, everyone on the bus.
Wait, so Charity can just lie that they aren't there and the teacher would instantly believe her and make plans to give them a month's detention? What kind of a responsible idiot is this guy? If I was one of the girls, after this is all over, I just say Charity lied as well as that she robbed the museum and the teacher left without even looking for us. It wouldn't even be a lie. Would he get fired? I hope so.
I'll take that.
Oh? Oh.
Why'd I do that?
Better question. Was that guy about to eat a raw fish? But don't worry, the plot is not prepared to really slow down that much because as the girls try to figure out what to do, they find the spirit cats are running around wreaking havoc on this guy and his car. And I gotta say, he's very brave for approaching the very feral looking cats.
What the?
Oh, that looked like it hurt off screen. The kitty cats have to escape from the spirit cats, but as they do, they run into Cleo, who is just completely unsurprised by Tabby's transformation. Alright, so get this. The reason Cleo keeps sneaking out of the house is to go to an abandoned theater somewhere, which is apparently the ground hall of the Cat Council, who are meant to protect all humans from nefarious creatures that lurk in the shadows. You know, between this and which, I'm really finding it weird how these people who are meant to protect the whole planet apparently keep getting away with being situated in exactly one city. Also, they meet this guy.
What are you three doing here?
And finally, they meet a very real depiction of a cat in the leader of the Cat Council, Lazy Alf, who keeps falling asleep.
You three now have super cat powers. You'll need them for fighting the demons.
He's just like me for real. It turns out that the girls can't take their necklaces off, but they can transform based on their emotional states. If they focus on being humans, they become human. But if they focus on confidence, they become...
Ruby Kitty!
magical furries. Why do so many shows just ignore how the characters are actually feeling when they do the transformations like this? It breaks immersion for those who've managed to maintain it unto this point. If the girls lose focus, they will transform back into kittens, however, so that'll be a challenge. And so, as the girls make their way home, they run into the dog demons from the beginning of the episode, and we reach that scene, except with more lines added that were removed so there wouldn't be spoilers. When the dogs start shooting magic blasts, the girls manage to escape when Tabby tricks them into running afoul of the spirit cats and getting restrained. Okay, this is interesting. The girls have two sets of enemies who themselves aren't really working together. But it also means that we can't be entirely sure what the demon dogs want. Actually, you know what? I've watched this episode twice and I cannot recall for the life of me what the spirit cats even are. And thus, the episode ends with the girls deciding they don't want to do anything like that again. I'm not going to be the one to tell them there are 9 more episodes in this season. Meanwhile, we find out that, gasp, Charity is a dog person. And she still has the stolen gem, which even her dog seems to be wary of. So, it's going to be fun watching her get possessed by ANUBIA and be the final boss. Am I right? Honestly, I immediately started making this video after watching the first episode. By the time it goes up, I should have finished the show, but I honestly don't know if I'm right. So that was Kitti Katz, and well, What can I say besides, I'm definitely watching the rest of the show, and who knows, if things get even better, by which I mean if they remain just as weird, I might make another video, depending on the reception to this one. So leave a comment to engage the YouTube algorithm, hit that like button, share this video with anyone you think would like it, and subscribe for more content. Thank you, and good day.